Good evening and welcome to Flight Sim 2024. We are in Cairns, Australia, Queensland, and we're about to start up the CL-415. I did prepare a checkbox checklist for this one, simplified of course. Nevertheless very useful. So I'm using my Stream Deck for that. Generators, batteries, fuel pressure, lights, and covers off, shocks, surfaces checked, condition off, cut off, battery 1 and 2 on, nav lights on, strobe lights on, and generators on, fuel pressure check, ignition, and startup. Going with the right engine. And, there we go. And engine number 1. Alright, bleeder normal, taxi lights on, taxi lights, and condition levers. Alright, let's see, flight controls, and yep, and trim panel, manual, bleeder is checked, trim set for takeoff, condition lever, altimeter, check, transponder, I'm going to leave it on 1200 now for now, flaps 10, taxi lights on, now it's taxi,
Cairns traffic. Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074 is taxiing to runway 15, Cairns traffic.
Whoopsie daisy. My apologies. Yeah, so let's taxi out. We're gonna do a couple of test runs, then we're gonna, of course, trigger some fire somewhere close by with the Aero Fire 24 that I've just tried a couple of times now. Seems to be working fine. Right, taxi announce, parking brake off, and I always have to toggle my, there we go, toggle my throttle levers to reverse, which is a little bit of, you know, sometimes it doesn't take the toggle and you want to stop short and you end up full, you know, going full forward and just have to go around because before you know it, it haven't stopped, it just kept going. If you can have a visual confirmation, of course, of the throttle levers that they are in fact reversing like this. Alright, so for some reason I can't trigger her to call up the tower for takeoff clearance, so we're gonna have to actually enter the runway before she can do it, which is crazy. You hear? It's crazy. Alright. Alright. And we're gonna just use this half of the runway to take off runway 15, was it? Yeah, it was runway 15. Alright. Landing lights on. And all the other lights on. I forgot them, of course. Didn't put them on my checklist. I have like small buttons with approximately 3 things on each button that I have to check off. Hey there, Cyber, welcome. Good evening, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are about to take off on Cairns International, Queensland, Australia. And yeah, takeoff request, please, because she can't do it before this point. Straight out.
Cairns traffic, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
Flaps 10, condition, trim set, and off we go. Yeah, exactly. You know, I did that the other day. I was landing here, and of course I wasn't ready with the checklist, and of course I forgot to lower my gear after a couple of water landings. It's a valid, you know, it's a valid check box, valid item. All right, we are already airborne. There we go. All right, gears coming up. I'm going to leave the landing lights on, of course. Flaps up, and condition, gear up. Okay, everything is checked. So we're gonna take a turn around Cairns here and gonna come in the other way to scoop some in this inlet or outlet, no inlet. Chilling after dinner. That's great, Cyber. Glad to hear it.
Brisbane Center, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074 is type.
And we call us our
Bravo Hotel, 500 feet.
Our call sign is Rain Man.
Sierra Sierra 0074, Brisbane Center, squawk 7172.
Sierra Sierra for Super Scooper.
Squawk 7.
I couldn't come up with anything else,
Sierra
really.
Sierra 0074.
Raymond Sierra Sierra.
Roger, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
So I haven't decided yet whether we're going to be flying in other locations. I thought I should start here. I was about to start in Hawaii, but for some reason the game crashed, and I know I haven't tried this plane on Hawaii yet, so that remains to be tested. It's not going to be any issues, for me at least. But I have been flying it in San Diego, so we will probably at some point put out a few fires in Southern California too. Make it rain, exactly. That's hence Rain Man. You got that right, Cyber? Alright. Yeah, and yesterday I tried to advance my flying in this one. So I start pushing the rudder a lot more just to, aim the plane and do a couple of drops in tight spaces. That was freaking impressive. I mean, the plane is so badass with the maneuverability and full tanks of water. So yeah. All right, ignition. We want them on continuous. This one should be off. Outer feather is selected. All right. I'm going to do flaps 10 now. Come down in speed a bit. Flaps 15. Gears are up, check. And probes are down, check. And here we go. Alright, we might bump into an invisible wall. I just remembered I should keep to the left. Hopefully we'll miss it. Scooping. And probes coming up. I actually have a little hack on this one. Going to flaps 10. Catching up a little speed and flaps 15 again. And off we go. So I don't know if it's real, but I try to stay on 15 while scooping water and then up with the scoops, and it just takes a long time to get airborne for some reason. And when I do the 10, I mean, it makes somewhat sense. You would actually lower the...
Center, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074 is type 1 miles northeast of Yankee Oscar 6 Kilo 8 200 feet. Request
10.
following.
Lower the air resistance, so in a way it makes sense. But then you could create this massive, in my opinion, massive amount of lift when you apply 15, and then it just comes off the water basically. So sometimes I'm scooping 15 all the way if there's a lot of space, but we have a couple of objects here to watch out for on the water surface, and they seem to be having quite large collision boxes, larger than the object themselves. There's these pillars for ship guidance into the inlet, for instance, and I crashed into them before because I was a little bit too close. And I knew I would fit, but it didn't. Oh, we could actually get up there. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna do just a test drop on the other side of the airport. It's a football field, I think. We're gonna do that just for starters, warm up, you can say. Then I'm gonna trigger a fire. So we're gonna have to scoop one more. What I find is quite difficult with this plane is getting down in speed. I really have to, I mean, not if you're crabbing and so on, but otherwise with the engines, I'm still not good with the engine, the power management on this plane. I'm still struggling a bit, but yeah, I'm getting better. But yeah, I find myself coming in too fast and too often. Alright, I'm gonna arm the drop. Let's see, right, these are done. So yeah, water drop armed, ignition continuous, condition, yeah, and airspeed and flaps going to be the next items on the checklist. Can you hear me good, Cyber? I tried to record before the stream, but I didn't, you know, the volume was different from what it is now as I see it. The game is way louder than what I tried it with, so let me know if I should, you know, lower the game sound and start the simulator sound. Going down low, as this is the approach path for crossing the approach path for Cairns 15, runway 15. Sounds fun. 5 out of 5. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm getting to know this aircraft a bit better now. But yeah, one should not overestimate the ability, even if it's totally amazing, the maneuverability. It's very nimble, but still, I find myself a little bit too close to stall a lot. I'm gonna try to stop that. I mean, I need margins, obviously. So yeah, so we let the tower know we're inbound and doing some exercise. We filed for that, I guess, right? And a football field should be just past these hangars down there, or the first one at least. We'll see. I think it's actually alongside the last one. Yeah, there it is on the right hand. It's an opening. That's where we're gonna be. And I'm too late with the speed lowering, but it's okay. I think we can manage. Alright, that one is flaps 15 coming up. And there we go. Ready for drop. Too close, too close. See, I'm really close to stall now. It's typical. Very typical. Exactly what I was telling you about. Yeah, I don't know why I went outside. I think it's cool to watch it from outside, but I should have been inside. I'm actually going to be that more when we put out rail fires. Excuse me for a second. Alright, gonna leave. A friend asking where I'm streaming. I'm like, wow. Let's see here. I'll try to send them the link while flying. Right, gonna just prepare everything before that. This one should be down, and flaps coming up. There we go. All right. Now let's see if I can find my own stream. This is ridiculous. All right, here it is. Jesus, sure. There we go. Listen to myself talk. That's beautiful, because this is what you should do. You should text and fly, right? Man. All right, we're done with that. We're done with that. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna trigger a fire in the neighborhood. See where it pops up. Let's see. This is the Aero Fire Global 24. Hey, Tail Chase, welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, it's nice to be back. I don't know how much I'm gonna be back though. I'm struggling with, just getting it done and start streaming again. So hopefully. Right. So yeah, you should basically just click spawn random fire and it will just pop up somewhere in the vicinity and you will probably see it. If you don't, you will see it on the map. So we just click it now and wait a little bit. How about that? We are the fire starter and rain man at the same time. How is that for a paradox? Alright, I think it's triggered now. I'm gonna just close it down and take a quick look around. Nothing obvious yet. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. But usually it goes pretty fast, so if it doesn't pop up on the map, we're gonna do a landing first on the water here, and let's see. So we're not gonna scoop the water just yet. Oh, maybe we will. Hang on, we will do that first. We'll scoop the water. We are in the middle of a training or exercise, so we would probably do that. There we go. But we will not take off. That would be the plan, so I can just, calmly take a look. Probes down. Continuous in the ignition. And now we're gonna brake because, okay, something happened. My probes weren't down. That means, I don't know what that means actually. Alright, now they are up. Alright, braking. so cool. This is so cool. Check this out. It's so freaking awesome. I love this. Let's turn and burn. There we go. Or maybe the other way. No. I messed up with the toggle again. It's fine though. The toggle, I need to really see that it is in effect, because that really messed landings up, short field landings. And you think you toggle it to reverse, and then it just continues. And you will have to go around. Because you won't not stop. You can't stop. But the maneuverability on water and up in the air, it's amazing for sure. It's an amazing plane. Alright. Now let's check out the map, because I don't see any fires around here yet. What is going on here? Alright, hang on. We better stop. It's turning into the wind. Perfectly normal. Just gotta find a sweet spot here. Yeah, this ought to be right. We're backing up a little though. But very slowly, so that's okay. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, welcome Matthias. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so this is the map. And as I can see it, I'm going to make it larger. So I can see it, I don't see any fires. These fires are not really big, but they are noticeable. So, I mean the markers, the icons. But as I see it, we didn't get any fire anywhere. I think though it would be nicer if you could see stuff a little bit more, like a circle or something, but it's basically just a flame. They're putting up a flame. And yesterday I had to fly pretty long, so north from Cairns, and then left from, Port Douglas? Yeah, so it was going west from there, and it was about here at the road, right here. I had a fire going, so that took a little longer. And then I actually scooped fresh water out of Lake Michel right here. So I didn't go with the salt water. I scooped from the lake. Great way to ruin crops, I guess, if you have a field burning and coming with salt water. So if I can help it, I would scoop just lake water. Anyway, we're gonna try to trigger it again. Spawn random fire nearby, please. So we have something to work with here. Alright. Just gonna minimize this one now. It would be quite funny if it didn't work this time, just because I'm streaming. I don't know. Also, I forgot to start my Garmin, but we really don't have to use it right now. We're gonna get airborne anyway. If I'm gonna have to push it one more time, we do. Maybe it's because I'm on water now. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So flaps. Gonna go flaps 10. There we go. And then I'm gonna go 15 when we get the speed. little bit too much. Alright, going 15 now. That didn't help at all. Interesting. Alright. We're off. Yeah, so super heavy. Super scooper heavy. Alright. Going flaps 10. And we're gonna take one more turn. Going north from Cairns, and then I'm gonna push the trigger one more time to see if it helps. So this is the first time I don't get any fires. Okay, I haven't really checked out the map thoroughly, but it should be pretty obvious. Flaps up.
Brisbane Center, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074 is type, 2 miles south of Yankee Oscar 6 Kilo 8, 200 feet. Request flight following.
Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074, Brisbane Center. Squawk 4755.
Squawk 4755, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074. Radar contact 1 miles east of Yankee Oscar 6 Kilo 8, 300 feet. QNH 1015.
Alright, so
Roger, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
drops flaps up. Order up. Alright, so we got, gonna keep my ignition on continuous. And let's press that button one more time. I don't know why it doesn't work now. It's kind of annoying. So it's supposed to be spawning real live fires through NASA's satellites. Right, now I pressed it really thoroughly now, so hopefully we would see a fire. That would, nothing you would normally say, but since it's a simulator, we can say it. That we are the fire starter, as well as fire extinguisher. Interesting. I keep pressing. Trigger. Maybe it's not connected now. I don't know. I don't want to restart the whole freaking Cyber. I don't know why they bothered to release it for 2020. There's no water physics. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I mean, they have their own drop physics, so I think it works. And the plane can't scoop water. Is just that if you're, what you mean is the plane's physics on water, on the water surface is off. That is true. You're like a cork. However, it was doable, but it was much harder. Give us the fire! Give us the fire. Or we just change locations basically if it doesn't work. We just train here and then, you know, do some exercise runs and, I don't know. It bugs me that we don't have a simplified autopilot in this one, because sitting here by myself, doing all the navigation and this whole thing with the map, it's kind of annoying, but I'm gonna do my best. I wonder if I can pause No, I can't. I can pause it, but I wouldn't see the map then. Maybe we have some live fires going on somewhere, but no, just mountain peaks everywhere. Not a single flame. Not a single one. Alright. It's kind of weird, I must say. Maybe I do have to restart the simulator, I don't know. Freaking spawn. Spawn, live fires, spawn. We're gonna fly up the coast here a bit and see if something happens. Oh, I think we got one. There we go. Cool. Alright, so it started. We get a fire going. I don't know about the winds. Should be flying with the wind in our back, right? I actually don't know, but I wouldn't fly into the smoke. Maybe no smoke at all if possible. But yeah. Alright, so water drop armed and ignition continuous condition. Well, we're not there yet. We could be though. Look at it. And it looks scary actually. Yeah, so what I would do is probably, what? I'm going to come from the left and come in right. Then I have two options. Either I continue to the lake, which is a bit longer, I think. I think it's faster to scoop by the coast here. I need to come on down in speed as well, so. Parallel 42. I don't remember. Was it something about that developer, Cyber? This is not good at all. Alright, going flap 10 and 15. Yeah, we have a lot of winds, I guess. There we go. Alright. Check. Flaps 15. Armed. Here we go. I'm trying to locate the source here. It would be pretty obvious, but sometimes it's a little bit off from the flames. But I think this is it, yeah. I'm coming in too fast, so we might have to go take 2 rounds for it, actually. I'm gonna do this from the inside here. See how that went. Flaps up. No, flaps 10, sorry. Yeah, it seems like we put it out because that would be the only thing with the effects I don't like. It basically stops in a constant. We got another fire going by the coast. Let's go there. Yeah, I clicked it a couple of times, so maybe all the fires are spawning now, like 15 of them. I don't know. Possibly. Let's check the fuel. Alright, we got fuel. Yeah, that was a clean shot. It was. Flaps up. Arm down and there we go. Standby. I mean, water drop standby. That would be in the middle. There we go. Well, standby seems to be the same as armed. So I shut it off. So I not accidentally drop the water as I coming up or whatever. Then we have to do another scoop. Alright, this is pretty convenient even though we're going to be scooping in downwind. Yeah, it could take some effort to get airborne, we'll see. But I'm gonna make a try for it, anyways. There we go, there we go. Whoa! Wind shear, oh shit! What's going on? That was I don't know what that was, but it felt freaking freaky. What? Oh. Oh shit. What is that? Is it a boat? A ship? Or is it an island? That would be pretty cool. Let's go there anyway. Alright, need to come down in speed here. I'm super fast. Maybe we can scoop on our way out. I don't know. I have no tactics yet. I'm just going along. Probes down. I lost my focus there. Probes coming up. Flaps 10. Oh, alright. Seems like we are into the wind here because, somewhat at least, because I took off flaps 10, which is not half bad. Alright, I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. It takes a while to get used to the difference when you've been flying a little while without any weight and then come up all of a sudden and it feels a lot more sluggish to come off the water. Usually, so I was kind of surprised there that we would get airborne that fast. You know, there's other times when I really struggle to get airborne and I try for ages.
Sierra 0074 is type 9 miles north of Yankee Alpha Sierra 5 Hotel, 200 feet. Request flight following.
Alright, arming the drops.
Squawk 4301, Raymond Sierra 0074.
And ignition on continuous. I'm putting condition full. Coming down with the throttles a bit.
Roger, Raymond Sierra 0074.
Updraft, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Flaps 10. Oh shit. Flaps 15. It really looks like a ship is burning or whatever. Some kind of object, I don't know. It's kind of maybe out of place, I don't know, but I'm going to try to put out the flames for sure. Then we're going to turn hard left. Here we go. We're a little bit too fast here. Oh shit. Wow, that was my bad. Well, just because I was backwards. Jesus, I should not be outside. I saved it though. And this plane is to thank for that. It's crazy good. Solid. Anyways, I'm gonna take a peek if we actually put it out because might have been off a bit, I don't know. I was, yeah, it keeps burning. Whatever it is. Maybe it's a Tesla. Someone just ditched it in the ocean like, go F yourself. And then, you know, it caught on fire and it won't stop. And it won't sink for some reason. Which is really contradictory. Yeah, she drops the wings fast, but it was not the plane, it was me. So I was turning the wrong way because I was in front of it. My brain just didn't get it, you know. So it was all me, it was not the plane. I need to state that because the plane is good. It's really solid. I mean, you saw that I saved it. Any other plane, I would have gone down for sure. No, it's just not. Alright, probe's coming up. Going flaps 10. Pushing a little bit. Alright, and flaps 15. And off. Wow! Here we go. Whoa! Yeah, the wind. As soon as you turn away from the wind, things are happening. So I'm really impressed by all the all the, you know what, we don't need this. See if I can turn the AI off.
Squawk 4116, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
I don't know if this helps. Anyway, no, it doesn't. I need to turn it off somewhere else, and I don't have time for that. Anyway, I'm impressed by the dynamics. So much more dynamics on the airplanes now. And in the beginning, you were like, man, I can't fly anymore. This was like you lost everything you always knew, and in a way you did, because it was just too freaking easy. If you compare it to all the actual dynamics that should be there, it wasn't there. It wasn't. Alright, here we go. Going flaps 10. And flaps up. And Poof. There we go. I think we did it, actually. Yeah, my timing, I think my timing or angle was a little bit off last time. It didn't feel quite right, even if it kind of looked right, but I don't know. All right. Roger that. So yeah, I would say it's probably quite the opposite of a wing drop on this one. These giant winglets and on this not the vertical, horizontal stabilizers, those little verticals, whatever they are sitting there. It really stabilizes everything so much. I'm going to just do a little bit of maneuvering up the hillside here. But I'm going to try to do it with, we'll see, maybe I crash. Hang on, wind coming from there-ish. So I'm going to take a left turn up the hillside, basically. Should be updraft here if the winds are coming from there. We should be good. Right, flaps 10 just for the sake of it. Going flaps 15. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, we're going down. Or are we? Who knows? That was a wing drop, you could say, but that was the wind itself. Yeah, I was shocked there. You never know what you're gonna get anymore. Flaps up. That was scary. So yeah, coming close to mountainsides can be really sketchy now. For sure. There's a 5G mast. Yeah, once again, with any other aircraft I've been flying, I would have lost it there for sure. Like any other, it doesn't matter which one. Maybe not the Draco, but that's a different story. That's not a plane, it's a monster. But yeah, so I'm once again very surprised that I made it. I didn't have much. I didn't have much at all. You saw it. Crazy. Too late. That was not much water we got. I was like, nah. Do it one more time. It's overpowered monster. Yeah, the Draco it is. It's really fun, but man, you cannot sit on a high horse in that plane, even if you really would like to, because that's when it happens. You feel invincible, and all of a sudden you're not. So, the Draco, I mean. Flaps 15, probes up, and and going back to flaps 10, sorry, going back to 15 now. Slide. Up and away. Up and away. There we go. Beautiful. Coming down with the condition levers, the props. A little bit. Going to flaps 10. Alright, we're going to do another test drop if we don't see any fires popping up again. That was kind of interesting though. Had 2 fires and one out to sea. That was like, what? Alright, flaps up. Oh, yeah. Marina over there. Before I installed the enhancement pack for Cairns,
Brisbane Center, Raymond Sierra Sierra 007.
and you always start to talk when I'm trying to talk. When I try to speak. Why? Anyway, last time I passed that inlet or that marina, there was a big fishing boat floating like 10, 15 feet up the air. That was kind of hilarious.
Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
Good to have someone on the radio though.
Sierra Sierra 0074. Radar contact 5 miles north of Yankee Alpha, Sierra 5 Hotel, 400 feet. QNH 1015.
Roger, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
You can do some crazy shit with this one. It feels like, when it's empty at least, should not be too confident when it's full. And she's full now. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, surroundings are amazing around here. It's, you know, in detail, truly amazing. So I bought the airport and I bought basically the landmarks of the city, which made a lot of things better. You got big ships in the harbor. It was not a, you know, total mess of polygon mess. Like polygon meltdown, which usually is the case, more or less. And I have a video up with both occasions. Unclear whether it's before I added the enhancement packs, and then we got the one with the overcast is the one with all the upgrades then. So. Going flaps 10. See how it turns with a rudder? It's crazy. It's crazy. And I've seen these maneuvers in real life. I mean, you can see them on YouTube. These planes can do it. It's amazing, really. Alright, how's the fuel? Yeah, maybe we're gonna do a little break. I'm gonna scoop one more water, then I'm gonna drop it by the shore of downtown here. So I'm basically just gonna scoop it and drop it, then we're gonna go in for landing on Cairns Airport. Yeah, massive rudder for sure. For sure, Cyber. It's a lot of fun to have integrity, I must say. It's kind of ensuring. And you need that. When it's full, you're gonna need it. Alright, so this one is down position there. Continue still. Yeah, everything has been so frequent, so I haven't even, touched the ignition. Switches, I haven't touched them at all. Alright. Pro's down. Flaps 10. Coming 15. Yeah, I was coming a little bit slow there. We're fine though. That's why we have that noise going on, so we should know that we're about to mess up. I mean, I am about to mess up, of course. I should be responsible for what? I know, it seems like... There we go, okay. I don't know what happened, I just didn't lower them anyways, even though I thought maybe I should check those lights once in a while. How about that, going 10? Whoa, so bumpy. And off she goes.
Brisbane Centre, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074 is type
10,
northeast of Yankee
flaps
Oscar
10.
6 Kilo 8, 200 feet. Request
Let's
flight forward.
arm the drop doors, and we're gonna drop our load along the beach side there. Make it rain, make it rain. Maybe one or two small fish.
Squawk 1077.
Gonna fly a bit.
Raymond Sierra Sierra
We're just gonna be new for them.
Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074. Radar contact 2 miles northeast of Yankee Charlie Bravo Hotel, 200 feet. QNH 1014.
Roger, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074.
Flaps 10. Alright. Flaps up. Cool. Alright, let's go back and land, and then we can maybe try a different location. I don't know. Alright, gonna check the landing checklist. Alright, there we go.
Cairns traffic, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074, 2 miles east, 800 feet, inbound to land, runway 15, Cairns traffic.
And in clearance, ignition on continuous still. Landing lights, I could actually put them on now. They've been on, of course. I was doing my, you should have everything on, I think, so everyone would see you while you're doing the exercise, and that's why I leave them on. Fuel state, still got plenty of fuel. Condition, yeah, that's gonna come up with flaps, full flaps on final, basically, and gear down. Let's see here, alright.
Cairns traffic, Raymond Sierra Sierra 0074 is on final, runway 15 to land, Cairns traffic.
Flaps condition full, flaps full. We got 3 green. And on final announced, so checklist complete. Little high, but I'd rather be that right now, actually. Yeah, I've been struggling with runway landings on this one for some reason. I think I'm kind of not, I'm getting surprised every time I touch down, like, oh, that was early. Like the plane is kind of high on the runway. Usually planes appear to be lower, almost like you didn't have the gear down. But this is one of the first planes I don't feel that with, except for the Tomcat. That one is also pretty accurate in my opinion, but toggle. There we go. It started to lift off again. I was like, no. That's not gonna happen. All right, we're good. Flaps up. Always a toggle. I should invest in real throttle quadrants for sure. And I hate this song. I don't know why. Let's try something else. Maybe let's not listen to anything at all. I don't know. Landing lights off. So yeah, there's supposed to be an old short spell fast standing here, but they just happened to leave it out, and I actually wrote them about it. They forgot the plane that's been staying there for ages, and kind of is a part of the whole airport by now, I would think. Apparently there's some work done on it, or being done on it, to get it airworthy again, I hear, but it's going to be interesting to see if they actually include the plane here. Oh boy, here we go. This is not what I intended, actually. I would not blow dust and rocks on those planes back there. But I want to be in the grass, and I'm going to show you why. I don't know what happened to the dust effect. It just disappeared. It should be really much dust being kicked up right now, but yeah, it's interesting. It's been there all the time, week after week now, and then I start streaming. The freaking Aero Fire Global won't work, and the dust is not here. It's how is that? It's not even connected, is it? Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, let's shut down procedure-ish. Oh yeah. Leave this one on though. Lead off, close. Pressure off, and generators off, ignition off, and let's see, flaps are up, I think. Did I? I think I did it, yeah. Parking brake is set. Ignition lever is cut off. Taxi light off, lights off, fuel off, batteries off, check. Everything is off. Cool. Now I'm gonna just, the reason why I parked on the grass would be the camp out. Because this is where we at. Now, we do have a problem with a moving airplane for some reason. It slowly moves backwards. So every time And you know, the position is changing, and that's going to be the new default. So in a few minutes, this aircraft would be, you know, back there, while my camp's going to be here, and every time I pick it out, it's going to be in front of the plane. I mean, it started off with you being able to open the door without it knocking over the tent, but yeah, that's not longer the case, as you can see. This is Laika, my dog. That's not what they call it in the app, but that's my name for him. And this is what we have right here. And a tent, because we like camping, right? We don't want any, you know, cheesy hotel or motel or... No, just kidding. What is going on with the... See, they are down. So weird. That's another thing. These never failed so far, and, you know, might have forgot to pick them up, but usually you struggle to take off from water if you don't, you know, if you don't retract these scoops or probes. Sorry. So, and yeah, that haven't been the case. We were just perfectly fine taking off every time. So I'm pretty sure I. Anyway, let's fix that. Our batteries are on, so we should be working. Yeah, they are. Lights are on. There we go. There we go. Check it again. Oh, he looks sad. Jeez. Couldn't they have made a happier dog? Look at him. Yeah, he's depressed for sure. He's a Swedish dog. He's depressed. Yeah. They are now retracted. So cool. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this part. Yeah. How long has it been? 1 hour. I want to stream some more, so just gonna put away the camp because you need to do that. Otherwise, it might be issues. As I hear, it could be. But yeah, I'm gonna have. You know, I'm maybe gonna pick away a few objects because I'm gonna have to move it back and forth, or actually back all the time. So, see how it moves backwards slowly, the plane. Alright, let's travel somewhere else. Then another thing with this plane is when you're not in, I don't know if it's connected, but if you do your carrier mode in it, usually there is no problem with the speedometer or the gauges. But if you start off in a cold, like shutdown environment, and do the whole starting procedure from scratch, you won't get the speedometer. I don't know if there are other. No, it's actually the speed. The airspeed is missing. So only way to get that working is to start it basically on the runway, taxi in, and shut everything off and start over. That's what I had to do so far. So if anyone knows anything else, please let me know, because it's kind of annoying if I missed something, you know. But I've been through it so many times, I don't think I missed. I think it's a bug, and it's been a bug from day one. Let's travel across the sea, across the Pacific. What are you doing there? He's taking a shite. Alright. Yeah, it is, but it's not that weird, really, if you think about it. They had so many things to work on. All these things that, you know, being around bugs. I think it's at this point when they start to work on them, if I'm not incorrect. So yeah, and the whole, you know, it's many years. You can just stay put in 2020 for a while longer, if you like your own airplanes, like I did with my textures. I found one thread about my textures, missing textures, and there's supposed to be a fix for that. but that's kind of like a process you have to go through. And KTX2, I believe the format was for the textures, instead of, or as it is PNG, but I don't know if it's both or how that works. I tried to do something without any, progress. So I'm just going to show you guys the planes that I'm missing. Actually, the textures on my beloved Tomcat for one. And I'm still not flying the Tomcat really because, well, I want to fly it with my livery. And I've flown it a lot, so I mean, I can wait a little longer. Here it is, instead of Vandy 1. And it just comes off like this. Now, if I would entirely replace the textures with KTX2, I think it was KTX2. I might be wrong. It would be a little off with the letters there, but it's something along that. Then all the texture is going to be missing instead, so it's going to be like a pink chessboard, basically. Otherwise, this is not constant, so sometimes it's almost all black, or, it varies a little bit, the fields where these base colors are placed, so it's not the same. Same thing with my Goose, and same thing with many other planes that had, textures downloaded. Yeah. Yeah, so my Goose, for instance, yep, here it is. Supposed to look like this. And it looks like this. Not all the time. Look at the wheels. I mean, even the freaking wheels are wrong, and those are like base textures. I believe I didn't touch them. I know I haven't touched the... who knows, maybe I oversaved them as well. Maybe I changed the color on the wheels or whatever, I don't know, but... Yeah, because the props are not changed, so yeah, maybe I changed the other textures as well. But yeah, this is no fun. It's actually pretty depressing. I want to be flying my planes. What else do we got? Yeah, my 182 RG. This is the one, same thing here. I had a, it looks like this. Sad. Yeah. So I need to really dig into it, or talk to someone who done it. The whole process of changing the textures. On the other hand, I bought this one, the big brother of the 182. Really nice airplane. 210 with a weather radar if needed. Really nice. I love it. So I'm flying this one instead of the little RG, the 182. Also retractable wheels on this one. So yeah. Anyway, just gonna go back and pick the right plane for this. I'm gonna do a couple of more fires, I believe. Where is it? Here it is. All right. But I think I'm gonna keep the same. I'm not gonna change anything on it. Yeah. Did you see, by the way, I bought the Albatross Cyber? It's a really, simplified Albatross, even though it's really nice. Where is it? Here it is. It's simplified as in there's so many inoperative, functions in the cockpit that it's, the feeling. But otherwise, it's really kind and forgiving. So I don't know the plane otherwise, so I don't know if it's supposed to be that forgiving, but yeah, it has large wings, so obviously it would probably have A lot of lift and maneuverability, I assume. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go to San Diego. Of course, we're going to be taking off from good old Montgomery. This is LA. Bam. Here, this is where we're supposed to be. Montgomery Gibbs. And we are going to put the plane here because, you know what, I maybe not do the taxi and everything. I'm just going to set up everything on the runway, I think. Because every time I do this, everything is shut off and I wouldn't have a speed gauge. And I need a speed gauge, obviously. So yeah. Yeah, no. See, I almost did it again. We're just going to place her right here. And I'm going to take a break. I need to move around a little bit. And I will be back in about 5 minutes-ish. Take some refreshments, maybe pour up another cup of coffee, iced coffee. And that's it.
Montgomery traffic, Raymond Sierra 0074. Taking off runway 28 right, straight out departure, Montgomery traffic.
Hey, what are you doing? She's taking off. Oh. Why not? Hey, where are you going? That's not a center line. Come back. I mean, yeah, you could. Right, all the lights on. Just gonna prepare everything for takeoff, and then we're just gonna be taking off after. And there we go. That one is set. How about the trim is set pretty good. Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna go through the checklist real fast. No, not fast. There's no such thing. That's a startup procedure. I don't have to do that. Flight controls. Yes. Trim panel is fixed. Check. Bleed air is usually not. There we go. Taxi lights. I'd say all the lights are on anyways. Transponder is set to whatever. What now? 1077? Whoa, okay. Flaps set on 10. Yes. Text announcement probably done. Parking brake is now applied. Takeoff request is done. Landing lights on, ignition continuous. Oh, that was not it. Sorry. Flaps 10 condition trim. Alright, we're good for takeoff, so give me 5 and it will happen. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. So, 24 versus 20, alright? Alright. Got Hello, Open World Gamer. How you doing? Didn't see there I was away. I don't know if you wrote before I went off, but took a break. Anyway, welcome. And yeah, I haven't tried this one in 2020, so I have no information about it. And I'm just recently bought this one, so. Alright, there we go. Everything was set. I was through with all the checklists. So, off we went. Right, there we go. Whoa. Oof. So I guess we're going to do the same here. We're just going to do a couple of test drops and...
Los Angeles Center. Raymond Sierra 0074 is type 2 miles northwest of Montgomery, 1,000 feet. Request flight following.
Gear up, flaps up, condition.
Los Angeles Center. Squawk 7514.
Squawk 7514. Raymond Sierra 0074.
Raymond Sierra 0074. Radar contact 3 miles northwest of Montgomery, 1,000 feet. Altimeter tree 010.
Roger, Raymond Sierra 0074.
Flaps 15, probes down, and drop is on whatever it is on. What it's supposed to be. Condition lever is right. Gears are up. Flaps are set. Here we go. Wow. That was... Flaps 10. Probes up. Yeah, seems to be up. Flaps 15. And off we go. Come on. Oh, I thought we would. There we go. Yeah, there's like I mean, you could probably stop in time with these engines, but it's not a good feeling when you're running out of space. Oh man. Alright.
Los Angeles Center. Raymond Sierra
Going flaps 10.
0074 is type 4 miles northwest of
PB.
Greenberg, 200 feet. Request flight following.
Raymond Sierra 0074, Los Angeles Center, Squawk 1002.
Oh,
Squawk
flaps up.
1002. Raymond Sierra 0074.
Water drop is armed.
074, radar contact 4 miles northwest of Lindbergh, 300 feet. Altimeter tree 012.
Roger, Raymond Sierra 0074.
Raymond Sierra 0074, contact Los Angeles Center on 1 tree 4.575. Good day.
1 tree 4.575 for Raymond Sierra 0074. Los Angeles Center. Raymond Sierra 0074, 300 feet.
Raymond Sierra 0074, Los Angeles Center, altimeter tree 012, radar contact continue. Raymond Sierra 0074, contact Los Angeles Center on 128.15. Good day.
128.15 for Raymond Sierra 0074. Los Angeles Center. Raymond Sierra 0074, 400 feet.
Raymond Sierra 0074, Los Angeles Center, altimeter tree 012, radar contact continue. Raymond Sierra 0074, contact Los Angeles Center on 1 tree.
Yeah, it's a lot of,
Good day.
what's that called? When they're switching between
575.
aerospace's towers.
0074.
It's super annoying.
Los Angeles Center. Raymond Sierra 0074.
And I'm thinking of shutting it off just for now because it's so much talk. So much talk. And my brain is melting. And I'm not even sure it's supposed to be that way, so something is off when I'm around San Diego. It never stops. And it's switching back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh man. Assistance maybe. Oh boy. Man, I'm sorry, I starting to feel it. Hey, here we go.
Raymond Sierra 0074, Los Angeles Center, altimeter tree 01.
Los Angeles Center, Raymond Sierra 0074. Cancel flight following.
Raymond Sierra 0074, Los Angeles Center, cancellation received. Squawk 1200, frequency change approved.
Welcome to San Diego. Now we're going to be dropping this outside of USS Midway. Is the plan, at least, after we fly under the Coronado Bridge. So we're going to come from the right, right. Beautiful. Love the cars, all the vehicles under the bridge. Boop. There we go. The boop. We get the carrier right there sitting, not USS Midway, USS something else. There we go, the Midway is right there, so just going to be dropping in front of Midway for spectators to see. Flaps 10. I'm gonna fly over the Lindberghs. No low passes. No exclusions. Alright, so let's trigger fire, I guess. I have no clue where it's going to be. And if it's going to be triggered at this point, because we've seen it. It's not 100%, not 100%. There we go, clicking once, clicking twice. Alright. North Island. I believe it's a helicopter base, but it looks pretty general aviation-ish. Maybe I'm not updated or whatever. Alright. So hard to manage the power, I think. I'm really not good at it. Also, we have a thing going on in front of the plane here, which is crazy. I don't know if I can scoop here because, yeah, I'd rather be scooping out here, I guess. Whoa. Anything can happen out here because something is going on with the ocean. It's kind of like steps. We're good. I was a little too hard on the throttle, went a little way too, not way too, but a little bit too far. Too much power. Yeah, I don't know what that is about. Still no fires though. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna fly inwards, then I'm gonna hit it, actually. Crazy. So cool plane. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be flying through Mission Valley and then trigger it from there. Then it can be on either side or in front or in back, basically. And maybe it wouldn't spawn out at sea like it last time. There's Mission Valley. Old Town. Gonna fly over our hotel where we stayed. Right there. The L-shaped with the red roof or brown roof. Actually, in the corner right down there. Yeah, that was it. Man, I miss it. I miss it so much. I'm missing San Diego. Missing it. Alright, let's trigger it, I guess. Just gonna check the speed, so we got, alright, we're good. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Pressing once, twice, 3 times. Now freaking spawn, man. Spawn. We're gonna take another flight over University Heights and yeah, it's noticeable that we are full of water for sure. Alright, we are just underneath the approach path for all the airplanes. Should not be here for sure. We're going to take one more turn and see if we can spot smoke somewhere. Yeah. I gotcha. That sound is really helpful, but no fires. Fire. No fire. Which is good, but not so much in the simulator where you want to test it out. Alright, trying one more time. We might just drop the water somewhere else. Maybe it doesn't spawn if we carry around water. I don't know. It's like, no, it's cheating. You can't carry around water and be on an alert. You need to go scoop it up first. Alright. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. That's good. No fires. And we didn't hit the power lines. That's good. Really good. Yeah, that was pushing it too far with the engines for sure. Yes, I deactivated that feature because in my opinion it's too darn sensitive. Even when I'm really thorough, once in a while you leave it a little bit too long on the yellow, not on the red, on the yellow, and it just fails on you. So I just felt that, okay, I'm going to be, trying to get better, but I don't want to have a issue every time I fly the plane and try to do, putting out fires, whatever. Alright, now we're going to try to trigger it one last time. Then I would have to say I'm sorry. For whatever reason it doesn't work today. I have no clue why that would be. It worked just fine. Oh, there we go. We got one. But we need to come back. Oh no. It's by that building. Is that like Dave and Buster's down there? Could be, I don't remember. I need to check it out. The building wasn't it. It was further away, but... Alright. Let's get the water, I guess. And the closest water source would be Pacific Beach, I think. Without intruding into the airspace of, or the incoming and leaving aircraft of Lindbergh's field. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna get back to you. Just need to scoop. Alright, so what we're gonna do is probably do the same maneuver we did when we started inside this lagoon area. I don't know if it's a lagoon, but that's what I would call it anyway. We're still, at 10, flaps 10. And this is in off. Probes are down. Ignition on continuous. Check. And water drop is on standby. Actually, not on standby. I don't know why it would be on standby, but I think someone left it on standby, going through all the checklists, and I think it was on standby. I don't remember. But must have been a reason I put standby on it and not off or whatever. I need to educate myself a little bit more on this beautiful aircraft and the procedures around it. Alright, going for flaps 15, probes are down, condition lever full. I think I'm going to come in a little further away this time so I can maybe use a little bit more space. I don't know if it actually is more space or not. And you would probably never scoop inside here anyways. I don't know the reasons, but it feels like this wouldn't be an option. It's saltwater anyway, so maybe if it's, you know, the waves are too high, I don't know, but they are not too high now, so. Going to 10. Probe's coming up. Whoa, that was close. Going 15. And off we went. Good, 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 good. Going 10. That's good. SeaWorld on our left. Yeah, travel guide too, not only firefighter, but right, actually we're gonna go flaps up anyways. Arming the drop doors, there we go. Ignition continuous, going condition full. Dropping the speed a bit. Yeah, I don't know from where I should drop, so I might just do a flyover. I have no information about the place, so I don't know about the fire, so. Going flaps 15. The smoke is not very thick on this one. It's odd how they vary a lot. I think it's kind of cool. What is this, like Alright, it's getting thicker now, I think. Oh shit, I'm gonna mess this one up. No. Zoom function and whatnot, so here we go. It's probably a car fire of some kind. It was maybe too early, we will see. Maybe a little bit too early. And turn around and check it out. Why I do that from inside is because if I extinguish it, if I put out the flames, it would disappear in a moment, and it's not done yet. Or is it? No, it's not. We need to do another one. I messed it up for sure. I'm gonna watch these power lines here. Not go too low on this side. Yeah, that sucks. I think I'm gonna come from here next time. Maybe I have a better, but I think I had a pretty good visual from coming from there, but I don't think the winds were in my favor, really. It felt a little bit iffy. Now, I am not sure if I, for some reason, didn't put it into flaps 15. I think I did, but, and again, I'm all over the place, so excuse me, I need to get better. That's why I'm doing this. Alright, doing another scoop in the lagoon. I call it the lagoon, I actually forgot. That's the, Pacific Bay, I don't know. I forgot. It's water anyway, and that's what we need, right? We got Miramar over there. Good old Top Gun. Alright. Probe's coming down. Condition up. Throttle down. Flaps 10. Flaps 15. Ouch. Oh man. We are flaps 10 right now. And we just, alright. That's good. Too much throttle still. I just can't manage it the right way. I'm gonna leave it, I think, or whatever. Flaps up. But this time I'm gonna be really thorough with flaps 15. You could do drops with flaps 10, alright, but it's not as stable, in my opinion. All right. Flaps 10, 15, full prop, and we're ready. Ignition on continuous, and I'm messing it up again. It's a downdraft right here, it's crazy. I mean, I'm the crazy one not being prepared, but anyways. Alright, let's see. Gonna drop. Oh, here we go. Ooh. And I hope this went through. Really hope. I'm going to do a right turn this time. Check it out. Flaps are up. Yep. We put it out. That's great. Great news. Cool. That was pretty cool. Now I'm gonna see. Yes, it's the Dave & Buster's place. Dave & Buster's, I think that's the building right there underneath the bridge. And yeah. Pretty cool arcades and other activities. If you want to skate, should be indoors. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on. I'm a bit confused here. Hang on. Yeah, it's supposed to be on our left, I think. Not sure though. Skate World San Diego, I think that's what it's called. I should immediately recognize the building. I just haven't been around for a bit, so starting to forget the exact locations. Nope. Oh, there it is, the yellow one with a rounded roof. That's San Diego, Skate World San Diego. I think that's what they call it. Cool. Now let's take another crazy round down by the zoo and then just call it a day and land on Montgomery. 15 coming. Yeah, the palm trees are still, man, the day when that day will come, when all the palm trees looking proper around here, that would be the day. Balboa Park. And I'm going to be crossing the approach path here on purpose. Just a little bit because sightseeing. This was the spot right in front of us. We were checking out the incoming planes to Lindbergh's. I'm gonna take another turn because we just missed it, kind of. Drifting like crazy. This is what this bird is made for. Crazy, like a freaking helicopter, one would think, right? Yeah, so X marks the spot, right there. It was a little bit less tree, I would say, but yeah. We got Little Italy on the other side of the road here, I think. There we go, Little Italy. Just going to be crossing the trolley as it comes into downtown. The tracks right there. You're going to be flying over USS Midway. Pretty freaking cool. And North Island, Coronado Bridge. The convention center to the left with all the cons, Comic-Con and TwitchCon and Whatnot Con and Con Air in this case. Yeah. You could really maneuver this thing. It's crazy. Can we land on USS Midway, please? Let's try. I mean, touch and go, right? Alright, here comes the crazy shit. Right. Yeah, we got a tree too. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. A tree growing inside of USS Midway. Alright, but I only done it with a Tomcat. Now I'm going to try to do it with the possibly a really bad end to this stream. Let's prepare, but it doesn't have to be, right? I'm gonna have to come all the way back here and then turn around so I can nail it. I'm really off already, so I'm gonna thread the needle here. I see USS Midway. Alright, here we go. Gears coming down and flaps full. A bit more power, and here we go. I don't think I'm going to go much lower than 100 on this one because don't want to lose lift. And to be honest, we can do touch and go in 100, I think, or 90 if possible, but I'm too low. There we go. It's very unstable, I must say, but man, no, it wasn't a touch and go. Well, you know, gears coming up. Yeah, so kind of stuttery here around the rail carrier, Miltex carrier for the Tomcat, among others. Hence the low frame rate. So it must be really badly optimized. I do have the hardware to deal with it, no problem, but yeah, well, it didn't really work out. Yeah, I hope it's okay. I'm skipping one other try. I feel kind of tired. I think I'm going to go down if I try. Or ruin my landing gear for sure. So I'm going to go back to Montgomery now. Yeah, it was a lot of ground effect coming up on deck, above the deck. I just couldn't make it to drop. The few feet I was from touch and go. But yeah, we still got a good fuel, and that's a good thing. And heading back to Montgomery now. I think this bird has proven its point of being an excellent simulation of the real deal, I believe. I wouldn't know, but it seems to be pretty darn close. If I can fly it like this. And it saved my ass 2 times at least today. I would say 3 actually. Or 4 if we count both approaches to Dave and Buster's when we put out that car fire or whatever it was. Most likely car fire. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Alright, let's call up Montgomery. Oh boy. Oh, back. Where did it go? Jesus. Yeah, this is nothing you would do. Like, I need to find my airport in the last moment. So yeah, we're not gonna deal with it. We're clear to land. Sierra 0074. Landing lights on, ignition continuous, flaps full, gears down 3 green, condition levers full, and landing checklist complete. Yeah, it worked. Flaps coming up. Landing lights off. And going to ground, frequency, request taxi to parking, blah blah blah. Ignition, there we go, off. Oh, what's that? An animal! That's a buck. Is it a buck? Running on the taxiway. Need to report, need to report. We got a buck. Actually, first time I see it on Montgomery. I seen it once in 2024. And it was on a mission in career mode. I saw it. I was actually cows too, so it was not wild animals. Hang on, is this right? It might not be, hang on. it's not. We need to continue. Alright, here we go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. 2:45. I was planning on streaming 2 hours. Here we are, touching 3. So I enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed this airplane. Can really recommend it to fly it and have fun with it. Check for its limitations and excellent maneuverability. And it's so forgiving, really. I mean, forgiving in the sense that if you're fast enough, realizing what you're about to do wrong and do what you need, it gives you those extra seconds to freaking recover, and that is good. So I hope you enjoyed the ride, the flight, and see you on the next one. Yeah, he's not gonna stop. He's gonna do that all day long. Yeah. All right. You okay, sir? Good exercise. Yes, yes. Very good exercise. Just don't hit yourself, all right?